So Donald Trump is trying a new appeal to Black American voters, and this appeal is quite interesting. So Donald Trump's new appeal for Black American voters is that the Republican Party is the party of Abraham Lincoln, the ones that freed everyone from slavery, and this is just the new line that Donald Trump has in a long line of really bad ideas in terms of getting Black American voters. So before we get into a discussion of why he's trying to do this, let's talk about his poll stance, because it'll tell a lot about why he's trying to expand his voter base, because his polls are falling. But let's talk specifically about the polls with Black Americans. PPP came out with a new poll, and it is quite interesting. The favorability rating for Donald Trump among African Americans, according to a new poll, is 0%. You know how many Black Americans are voting for Donald Trump in Ohio? 0%.
He's already dead!
This poll came with another thing that showed just how bad it was. There was a comparison between Donald Trump and many other things that you can check out. I'll leave the link in the description below. And among those things were the middle airplane seat, the bubonic plague, and mosquitoes, and all three of those things had a higher favorability rate than Donald Trump.
Oh, fuck yeah, this is the shit! Kill me now!
That means that the bubonic plague is more liked than Donald Trump, the plague that killed millions of people. So let's go through these things that he's trying to do to appeal to Black American voters. The first one is the 95% quote. He said that he made a promise that he will get 95% of the African American vote in 4 years.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Donald, that is ridiculous. You're polling at 0%. You literally need an alternate universe to get anywhere close to that number.
It's hopeless.
If you actually believe that, you're an idiot. Also, it tells us a lot about the types of promises that he's making. If he thinks that he can get 95% of the Black vote when he's polling at 0% right now, do you really think he means it when he says that he's going to build a wall or that he's against TPP, etc.? No, all of his promises are trash.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
The second argument is that your schools are terrible, your crime rates are up, so, quote, what have you got to lose?
Well, now that is some fucked up shit.
Donald, that is the worst line ever. You said that the only reason why Black Americans should vote for you is because their lives are terrible right now. Not only do you misunderstand about how institutional racism works, because you're saying and putting the blame directly on the Black community when, for example, we have police killings that take away fathers from their children. Another example is that we have institutionalized racism where a modern Black kid usually inherits about $14,000 in wealth versus the white kid who will inherit about $114,000 in wealth. That is literally like having white people start on the 80-yard line and then looking back and say, okay, you can start now. That is the reason why Black Americans tend to be poor, because of the history of slavery and the history of institutionalized racism, not their communities, and it's not their fault. And about the crime rates, specifically in Chicago, that's only because there's lax gun control elsewhere. You don't get it.
But wait! There's more!
Then the third argument is one that's actually pretty common and is also just really stupid, and it's that the Democratic Party is the party of slavery. Now, this completely misunderstands how history worked. Yes, in 1865, the Republican Party was the party that was made to stop slavery. However, there has been a great shift. It's more about North than South. North was against slavery, the South was pro-slavery, and where's the Republican Party really strong right now? Yeah, the South. And also, let's just analyze policies, right? There's a reason why Black Americans tend to support Democrats more, and it's because they are for things such as a higher minimum wage, more racial equality, and the Republicans just are not modern times. So it is a terrible argument to say that the Democrats are the party for slavery. And the second thing is that you misunderstand what happened in 1964. In 1964, the Democratic Party abandoned their racist voter base when they decided to be pro-civil rights in 1964, and that caused a shift where the Republican Party said, okay, now we're going to take in all these racist voters, and the Democratic Party said, no. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and share it with your friends. and I'll see you tomorrow. Emily does not support this decision because he fears that it worsens relations between American companies and the European bloc.
Why the fuck you